11 men who were convicted and sentenced to life imprisonment for gang raping Bilkis Bano and killing Bilkis's 3-year-old daughter and 13 other members of her family were released early from jail by the Gujarat government when the Supreme Court left the decision on them. And the Home Ministry approved it, defying strong opposition from the CBI, police and courts, citing the convicts' good conduct while in jail. But out on parole, one of them outraged the modesty of another woman and continued to roam free. So what explains the early release of these 11 men? Before we get to the why, here's what happened in March 2002. Amidst the Gujarat riots, a mob of 20 to 30 men armed with swords and sticks gang raped a 21-year-old pregnant Bilkis Bano, her mother and sister, and massacred her family. Bilkis fought a long battle for justice. It took 6 years to convict the culprits, but just 2 weeks to release them. Because the Gujarat government in affidavit filed before Supreme Court said,
they had completed 14 years and above in prison. Their behavior was found to be good.
And Bilkis's appeal before the Gujarat government,
please undo this harm. Give me back my right to live without fear and in peace. Please ensure that my family and I are kept safe.
remained unheard. But this early release of her rapists has triggered massive outrage and raised eyebrows. The 10-member panel that unanimously okayed the early release included 2 BJP legislators and 3 BJP members. Also, the Gujarat government said it spoke to several authorities, and the early release was majorly opposed by the Superintendent of Police, the CBI, Special Crime Branch Mumbai, Special Civil Judge and the City's Civil and Sessions Court, Greater Bombay.
The offence committed by them was heinous, grave and serious. Hence, the above accused cannot be released prematurely and no leniency may be given,
said the Central Bureau of Investigation, while the Special Judge CBI said,
the crime was committed only on the ground that the victims belong to a particular religion. In this case, even minor children were not spared.
But the Gujarat government still went ahead with the release after Gujarat authorities reportedly gave their no objection. And the Home Ministry, in its letter, conveyed
the concurrence approval of the central government under Section 435 of the CRPC for premature release of the 11 prisoners.
Also, 10 of Bilkis's rapists were out of jail for over 1,000 days, and the 11th convict was out of jail for 998 days before their release was approved. They were mostly out on either parole, furlough or temporary bail. Now, parole and furlough are usually granted for only a few weeks. But the Bilkis Bano convicts stayed out of jail for 3 years or more. Further, in June 2020, one of the convicts, Mitesh Chimanlal Bhatt, was charged for outraging the modesty of another woman for intentional insult, criminal intimidation and abetment of offence. He was charged under various sections of the Indian Penal Code. But even after an FIR was lodged against him, Bhatt stayed out of jail for 281 days. That's close to a year.
I trusted the highest courts in our land. I trusted the system, and I was learning slowly to live with my trauma. The release of these convicts has taken from me my peace and shaken my faith in justice. How can justice for any woman end like this?